Are you a real estate agent that's looking for something to set you above your competition, to win more listings as both a buyer and a seller agent? Well, if your answer is yes, then I've got something you're going to be extremely interested in. It's called the Adept Home Platform. My name's Richard, and we're here in front of a multi-million-dollar home on the base of Big Mountain in Whitefish, Montana. It's some of the best real estate you'll see in Montana. And what I'm gonna do is show you every part of this house. It's awesome. And I'm gonna show you what your future listings will look like once you utilize the Adept Home Platform. So follow me and let's go check this out. This place is incredible. Multi-million-dollar home up on the base of Big Mountain, and it's got some of the best property in the area. So Mike, tell us what you're doing, man.
Hey, I'm shooting some videography and aerial photography with a drone. We get the best coverage. You can see the surrounding areas. You can see the house in full detail. It's a great way to make videos pop and make people really interested in the property. And don't forget, if you're doing this for hire or if you're doing this for real estate that's for sale, you need to be certified.
Absolutely, that's a big thing to know.
Easy to do. On the Adept Home Platform, we provide all the training that you need to go take your test, get your license, be perfectly legal wherever you're at shooting your videography.
Right on. Yeah, like Mike said, man, the Adept Home Platform has training to get you certified so you can fly drone professionally and get paid to do it. Thanks, Mike. Come on, guys, let's head into the house. So not only is this house awesome, it's actually got a lot of special features going on. The owner of the house designed everything. She's kind of a world traveler and has a really particular and awesome taste. And if you look at these beams, they're actually reclaimed wood from a 100-year-old mine in southern Idaho. And this kind of architecture and detail goes through the entire home. You guys are gonna love this place. So let's head inside and check it out. Love these big doors too. All right, welcome to the house. Close this door here. Right on, we got Jason over here. Jason, hey, tell us what you do with Adept Home.
Well, I'm Jason, and my experience is with architecture and building. And every month, I travel with Adept Home to a new area to see a featured listing that we're going to promote. We promote the listing as well as a local nonprofit. I also host a series of videos which really brings the audience and the people that are watching into the fold. We learn about unique features about the whole area, about the community that the home is in, and also about the really unique features of the house itself. It looks like this.
First, we'd like to show you a little bit about where we are here in Whitefish. You know, Glacier National Park is just a few miles away, and some of the best skiing that you've probably never heard of is also just a few miles away. Whitefish has a little bit of something for everyone, with historic buildings to its own crafted breweries. So let's take you on a little trip down Whitefish before we head to the house. We'll have a bite to eat and take a look around. Join me.
The town of Whitefish has a charm all its own. All along Main Street, shops welcome you in, adding to the small town charm. If you're feeling more adventurous, you're still in the right place. With a plethora of both winter and summer activities at your fingertips, it's easy to work up a healthy appetite, and Whitefish has you covered. So we use these featured listings like this one and the featured nonprofits to promote certified adept agents.
Awesome. So you guys are going to want to check that out. Jason here is the host with the most, for sure. Really engaging content, and he knows a lot about architecture. He knows a lot about building, design, materials. So I've been telling these guys how awesome this house is and how unique it is, and the kind of, different building materials and design that went into it. So
yeah, it's amazing.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about, what this house has to offer and why it's so cool.
Sure. So part of the joy of what I get to do is really dig into the features of these homes, find out what makes them unique and special, and really showing that through video is the best way to do that. A picture can say one thing, but the ability to really feel like you're standing there is something else. So that's what we try to do. For instance, this home, if you put your hand on this wall, It has an amazing, unique, smooth, warm feel to it. And that comes from Venetian plaster. It's hand-laid plaster, hand-rounded corners. You can really feel what is a very historic material, but applied in a modern way.
It feels, it like kind of warms to your hand a little
It does.
bit.
A lot like stone, but not cold, but not too warm that it doesn't, that it would feel like drywall. It doesn't feel that way at all. So that's one thing that in this particular home, the entire house is hand-laid Venetian plaster. For instance, another in this particular house is the doors. It was really important to the owner that things are closed when they need to be, but really open when she wanted it open.
Sure, that makes sense.
So we have these incredible 8-foot tall doors that one finger can open and close. They're just amazing.
Buttery smooth.
Yep. So for this dining room, when you want it to be a space that's intimate and closed off, you can. The light can still permeate. You can see this incredible daylight that comes through the whole house. So when you want it open, it's a simple all the way back into the wall. You'd never even know it was there. These are the types of features that really make a house like this sing. Makes it unique. Makes it really a reflection of the owner.
Great. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
See what I'm saying? Jason, he can riff on this stuff. And he's going to teach you guys through the Adept Home platform how to do that as well. You know, how to write good copy for homes when you're doing a home description. Or if you want to learn how to actually walk through a house yourself and do a little bit of hosting, Jason's going to be able to teach you how to do that as well.
Yeah, we'll provide you with some knowledge base that provides legitimacy to what you're saying, right? A little bit of vocabulary provides a lot of education, and that really goes a long way in helping people understand what to include and what not to include.
Totally. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Let's go check out some more of this awesome house. So, like Jason said, you know, being able to talk about a home knowledgeably obviously is really important. And once again, the Adept Home platform will teach you how to do that. It's teaching real estate agents how to, you know, talk about architecture, detail, design, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, another thing that Adept Home does is video and photo. That's really how Adept Home is changing the real estate industry. And, you know, photo is really important, but especially video. We actually have Luke over here. Looks like you're on your phone?
Yeah, man.
Doing this?
Yeah, I mean, phones are so good nowadays, and they recently came out with these phone gimbals. So basically, you can make super buttery smooth video just with your mobile phone. And they're as good as a lot of DSLRs, not quite, but you know, we can shoot darn good video with just your phone.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, and so before, you know, it's super expensive to shoot good quality video. With technology out today, you know, you could be using your phone. I can breeze through this house in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, sweet. And everyone's got one, smartphone, right? So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah, and in fact, you know, people that use video for their listings get about 4 times inquiries. And so video is huge, and less than 15% of agents are currently using it. In fact, it's less than that, because I don't know if you know this, but most of the video that's out there are those photo slideshows, and that counts in that percentage.
Which is not a video.
It's not a video.
Not
no.
a video
It's just
at all.
stitching together photos. With this, I'm able to tell the story. In fact, we've been developing a platform where we train our students how to shoot 4 styles of videos. And so it's step-by-step instruction, how to create engaging video for their listings. And it could be for a listing like this or a $250,000 listing. It doesn't matter. So
Awesome, yeah.
And I only have a few minutes left, and I'm going to go start on the virtual reality. So I'll see you shortly.
Cool. Well, I'm going to cruise these guys through a little bit more of the house, and we'll meet you over there and check out the virtual reality.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds awesome.
Cool.
So while we're cruising and we're checking out this awesome place, I know you're going to have to switch your exposure. Come here, though. Let's show everybody this view. All right. Bear with us here as we change that exposure. What you're looking at there is Whitefish Lake, and this is a world-class lake here in Montana. Awesome boating, fantastic fishing. They got a great beach. We actually have some engaging content that we've filmed, some neighborhood profile of Whitefish, so you're going to want to check that out if you're interested in this area at all. The designer of the house, she took a lot of time with this. She really wanted to make a cozy place. These fireplaces are incredible. I mean, look, I'm 6'4". Look at this thing. Super awesome. It's made out of molded limestone. It's called Archistone. Just absolutely incredible. So I want to show you more of this pad. We're going to head up to the master bedroom real fast. And you're going to be blown away by these views. This thing's basically a crow's nest. It's the highest level of the house. And it is definitely got the best views of the Flathead Valley. So I don't know about you, but I would not mind crashing out here every night. All right, here we go. Here comes some of the best views of the Flathead Valley you're ever gonna see. Look at that. So, Alicia, tell us what you're up to here.
I am using Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook Live to get this out on social media.
Awesome. So, Adept Home leverages the largest social media platforms to advertise Adept agents and their listings. Because you can do this, right, for a fraction of the price of traditional marketing.
Yes, and quicker.
You know, putting your name on the side of a bus or your face on the side of a bus or sitting on a park bench or something like that, you know, that costs a lot of money, whereas this, practically free, right?
Yep.
And, you know, how many people do you think you reach on an average post? A few thousand?
Yep. Yeah, you can. You can gain a lot of followers that way, and yeah.
Absolutely. So check this out. While I tell you about this, I want you to just soak in these views real quick because they're mighty fine. So if you're interested in digital marketing and you don't know the first thing about it, maybe you don't even have Snapchat or don't even know what that is, it's not a big deal. The Adept Home platform actually teaches the agents that go through it how to use those and how to leverage them. So you can become a digital marketer very quickly and very easily. And we take you through all the steps. So you don't have to worry about not knowing Snapchat or Instagram. And you know, there's specific ways you can use those, and we teach you how to leverage them and integrate them into a powerful marketing program that, once again, is the fraction of the cost of traditional marketing. All right, let's head back inside. I want to show you the master bathroom in this place. Looks like a great spot to unwind. Great spot here. They got, it's actually a his and hers deal, but one here. Then you've got this fantastic out of a magazine tub, right? And then the other one over here. So you got plenty of space, you know. I like it because, you know, if one's dirty and one's not, no one can get mad. I think that's pretty sweet. And this incredible walk-in shower. Dual benches here, hurricane dump shower, this amazing tile work. It's good stuff. So I'm guessing that Luke's probably done by now with his photo and video. So let's go check out that virtual reality that he was talking about. Hope everyone's enjoying the tour so far. I just love this house. It's so incredible. It's so spacious, yet it's so cozy. I mean, these vaulted ceilings add so much space and light to the thing. And you know, the homeowner actually designed this with the idea that you could put art in here. You know, you could really showcase the things that you love. And obviously that's what they've done here. And I think it blends really, really well. But now we're moving up into the kitchen, and this is one of my favorite rooms in the entire house. This place, every detail is just amazing. And there we go. Here's Luke rocking the virtual reality, yeah?
Yeah, that was a good
All right,
one.
good. Tell them about what you're up to.
So basically what we have is we have this 3D imaging camera, and it pixel maps the entire house. And we're able to generate floor plans, and also creates a 3D environment so somebody can virtually walk through this house as if they were here. It doesn't matter where they're at. They could be in Texas, California, and walk the home as if they're standing in it.
What you're saying is it will actually create like a virtual model of the house that you can get more or less inside of and
Correct, yeah.
and look at.
Yeah, correct. In fact, we can make floor plans even. So we generate floor plans so buyers can actually see the floor plan, see the dimensions of the rooms. From there, they go into a 3D space and they're walking through. So even the 3D goggles that you can put on, you can even do that as well if you're using your mobile phone. So
That's pretty cutting edge.
yeah.
So that, you know, that's something to really think about, because a lot of times if you're buying or you're selling a house, you know, you're having to stage that house, you're having to clean that house. But I'm guessing, you know, you go through, you clean it once, right?
Yeah.
And then you roll through with this camera.
Yep.
And now you can have essentially infinite amount of people go through a nice clean house virtually and then decide if they're interested or not.
Absolutely. And a big feature for sellers, people selling their home, is they don't want people necessarily going through their house every day. right? And so this actually qualifies buyers. Once they make it through the model, you pretty much know whether or not you might want to buy it or not.
Sure.
So this is a huge feature, and buyers love it. So.
And something else to think about with this feature is, say you've looked at the virtual model, then you go to the house, you actually go to the house, but maybe you've seen 3 or 4 houses and you can't quite remember the flow. Like, how long was that hallway, or where was that master bedroom? I mean, you can come back and you can look at this over and over and over again.
Yeah. In fact, we can even log into the home after we've scanned it, and maybe somebody wants to know, hey, will my painting fit on that wall? We have a virtual tape measure where we can measure out walls, where the furniture might go, and answer all those questions no matter where the buyer's at.
Yeah, sweet. The other thing that you can do that I've seen with this is you can actually add tags, right? So we can talk about this countertop, for instance, which is oiled soapstone. You don't see that a lot. This is a pretty unique building material that they've got in this house, or the Tunisian marble, for instance. That they've got on their backsplash. So those are all sorts of things that you can basically put in those tags. So as you're cruising through a house, not only are you actually looking around and getting a good feel for what the space is, you actually know what's going into it, or if maybe they remodeled or something.
Yeah, you can educate them. We can even put links on there so it goes to a video. So those videos we were shooting earlier, maybe we had a video of a tag where it previewed the kitchen, right? That little 30-second video, so you know exactly what this kitchen offers. So we tie it all together in a unique way so buyers know exactly what they're going to get.
Awesome. Yeah, so that right there, guys, is a huge example of how the Adept Home platform is working to redefine the way that people discover real estate.
Exactly, and this is just one of many cameras that we use. We're actually working with manufacturers that are coming out using the latest technology. A lot of 360 cameras. This particular one's a little bit more expensive, but we have other ones that are really inexpensive, kind of like some of the products we were showing earlier, where you can do that virtual reality model or do 360 video in each room and have kind of the similar experience as what you get with one of these.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different platforms.
And so this works for every home too. It doesn't have to be a multi-million-dollar house like this. I mean, it can be any house. Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So I'm about done here, and I'll start on the website here in a second.
Cool. Well, while we wait for Luke to do the website, let's just take in this kitchen for a second. There's all kinds of amazing features in this kitchen. One of the things that's really cool and super unique about this is this zinc countertop. Come here and look at this. You can actually see, and these aren't really necessarily stains, but you can see the use with this, and that was deliberate. The homeowner and designer wanted countertops to be, this entire house, as a matter of fact, to feel organic and cozy, right? So they've got these brass tacks that hold the zinc down. Like I said before, oiled soapstone countertops. And it's all very functional. I don't know if you guys have noticed this yet or not, but look around. No hanging cabinets. Remember how I said before that when they designed this house, they wanted to be able to put their artwork everywhere and have it showcased really nicely? That's same thing in the kitchen. So they designed this to be as functional as possible and also as beautiful as possible. These dual sinks, amazing windows. They've actually got a pad up there that's already poured so you can put a bunkhouse. And the cool thing is that thing can go 35 feet in the air. So what that would do is basically you got a crow's nest looking over the top of this house. And remember the view from the master bedroom. You would actually be higher than that in the bunkhouse if you were to build one. Another cool feature, I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You could just cruise through this house for hours. But bringing back that reclaimed wood, this is all still reclaimed wood from that mine that I had described before. So what we got is a mixture between the old and the new. So they refinish it, and then they leave some of it old and rustic. They got Belgian bluestone, which is an authentic, amazing material, and then it ties into the floor here. So you can imagine getting up in the morning, having a nice cup of coffee, cruising through here, and this would be a really great place to just kick it and relax, get that fireplace turned on. And it's cool, it's a double-sided, it's like a dry stacked stone on this side, and then kind of a rustic, this is like an Italian kind of deal. Where on the other side, you're looking at this rustic Montana. And then, once again, views, views, views all day long in this place. Great sunlight. Let's head out really quick. I want to show y'all this patio. So you can imagine having some sweet barbecues out here. And I'd mentioned that dry stacked stone for the fireplace inside. They did the same thing out here too. They wanted to make it look like it'd been here for 100 years, and I think they did a pretty good job. You can imagine when storms roll in, being able to, that's west over there, so you actually, the weather comes from this direction, so you see it over the lake, get that lightning, you're like in a lighthouse for that. Oh, I want to show you guys another cool feature of this house. They just got all these awesome things just sprinkled in all over the place. So that's the dining room where Jason and I were talking about those French doors, but if you look up, that's a copper roof. So when it rains out here or it hails, that thing practically sings. And the whole house, you can see a bit of weathering going on. That's totally intentional. Like that kind of blackening on those beams and on the siding there. Once again, all reclaimed and completely intentional, because they wanted to, when they built this house, the phrase that they used was, there's a lot of monuments around here, and there are, houses that are just kind of static and they don't necessarily invite you. They look awesome and you want to check them out, but at the same time they're not super cozy. But that's what she was going for with this house when she designed it. Super low maintenance and super high function. And in my opinion, they melded those two things together perfectly in this place. So let's head down to the lower floor, down to the man cave, and where they do most of the entertaining. I think you're gonna like this a lot. Oh, and here's Luke again. You're kind of a one-man band, aren't you, Luke? What are you working on now?
Yeah, man, it's well, that's kind of the goal with the whole platform is an agent or one of our students that are learning this platform is they can learn how to do all this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just finishing up the editing for some of the photos and the videos, getting that done real quick, and then I'm just polishing up the website. So, and really what the website is we take all these assets that we're creating, the photos, the video, the virtual tour side of things, we put it into one concise location. So a buyer, when they see this, they get the full story.
Sure.
So it's, at the top, we start off, like we said earlier, we have a community video, so we have that in there. And then as they drop down here, we start off with an intro to the house, kind of explaining the property. Yeah, and then, and as we go down the page here, you'll see some of the other features like this private chairlift, right? So this is on a...
yeah, this place has a private chairlift, by the way, that gets you to Big Mountain.
Yeah, so just right down the hill, here's a private chairlift. So we got a short video there. From there, we dig into the property. We start off from the main floor. We have good copyright that we added for this property as far as the verbiage goes. And then you can see where we integrate the floor plans that we generated, along with where all these photos are of a kitchen, dining room, all the different features. Instead of just that photo, if you click on them like this, you can see there's actual video that plays and shows off the room, shows off the features. So as a buyer, as they're going
so you've got, for this particular listing, you've got an individual video for every room of the house.
Yeah, and this is, obviously we're doing a little bit more for this listing. We created a bunch of templates for all our students to use where it's drag and drop. And so this particular one's more for a luxury listing or something where you're really trying to tell the story, and literally copy and paste your video into this section here, and you're able to insert your videos.
Adept has built templates that are copy, paste, drag and drop that basically work for any listing that you're going to do. So there's different ways, right? You can do a basic listing that still is going to integrate your photo. It's still going to integrate your video. So you're telling the story of the home, but it's not necessarily 6 videos on 3 pages.
Yeah, this obviously takes a little bit longer to do. Our basic templates that we have, literally within 5 to 10 minutes, you can create a custom website. You don't have to be a web developer. You put it on here. In fact, we take it a step further. We actually have a lead capture section. So I know as a real estate agent, let's say you're all about capturing leads, right? And so what we do is we put what's called a landing page or an opt-in page before we get to the listing. And that's used to capture those leads so a buyer can follow up with them. And instead of just using the MLS, let's say, I'm actually getting ready to throw some Facebook ads on here, YouTube ads, and actually drive to where the buyers are. And so I can target somebody anywhere in the country to buy this house.
Sweet. So there you go. I mean, that's the way that the Adept Home platform works, is all the things that you've seen so far, the photo, the video, the virtual reality, the social media, the good copyright, all of that stuff has to live somewhere. And what Adept's done is basically created a training platform where real estate agents can basically just drag and drop, copy paste all of those different things onto a solid landing page and then market that digitally, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be, you could be using Facebook, or it can even be a link you put on your MLS listing.
Totally.
You know,
so that sounds like the future to real estate to me.
Yeah, this is the secret sauce. You know, it's how do we get this and target buyers anywhere? Because if you think about it, Facebook, they know everything about you. They know how much money you make. They know where you live. They know where you're traveling. They know if you're married. And say you're going after a first home buyer, we can actually target those people and actually place these in their news feeds. So
right on.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, there's still more of the house to see, so I think we're gonna leave you to it. Sounds like it's not gonna take you very long.
I'm wrapping up right now, so.
But yeah, let's go check out the rest of this house. We still got a whole lower level to check out, so let's roll. All right, let's head downstairs. This is a really neat part of the house. It's kind of the entertainment part. Real quick though, on our way down, check out these railings and these crazy coupling things. I don't even know what to call them, but the cool thing is they're all handmade, hand forged by a local craftsman here in Whitefish and built custom for this house. And I think that they add a really, really awesome aesthetic to these large wood columns here. Anyway, you can just imagine hanging out in this house, maybe on a cold winter day, drinking some hot chocolate after a good day of skiing up on the mountain, and then coming into a room like this. The downstairs living room is as authentic Montana as it gets. Perhaps the most authentic piece is the Chief Stone fireplace that uses massive locally sourced masonry that comes together fluidly with one substantial stone creating its mantelpiece. The room flows beautifully with a seamless stone floor that is unchanging as it transitions from inside to outside. The window boxes provide amazing utility, adding ample storage and extra seating to enjoy the state-of-the-art entertainment center. This entertainment center is quite impressive, yet it remains unobtrusive. All of these elements create a wonderfully cozy room that is great for entertaining.
Kind of a surprise seeing someone knock on my front door.
Yeah, sure. I was headed up to Glacier National Park.
Hey guys! Sorry to interrupt. Real quick though, everybody, this is Paige. She's the owner of the house, and she's the one that designed it as well. All those things I showed you about, it's all her brainchild there. So, what's going on? What are you guys doing right now?
Travis, he knocked on the front door. Social media.
Yeah, no, I was on my way to Glacier National Park. I saw Alicia's post, who I follow on Instagram, and this house showed up on not only Instagram, but Facebook as well. So I was in the area and thought I'd stop by, and Paige is kind enough to show me around.
Okay, right on.
Had no idea things happened this fast.
You'd be surprised, obviously.
Amazing.
Cool. So we caught you in the middle of a showing, basically.
Yeah, we've been from top to bottom, and I was just going to show him the kind of last step.
Okay.
Join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are we heading?
To the back, to the wine room.
Oh, wow, Paige.
Whoa.
This is unbelievable.
There's a great story that goes along with this. We pretty much finished the house, and this was supposed to be Carl's space. And I came down one afternoon and I said, there's got to be more that we can do.
Yeah.
So we leveled the floor, dropped a couple of walls. The workers all wanted to pitch in and turn this into something special. And so
Say they did.
Absolutely.
we
I
now
love it.
have about a 400 square foot area for wine.
Wow. Well, Paige, this is unbelievable. I've got a great Bordeaux wine selection. It would fit greatly in here. The place is amazing. I love it. I've got a place in California. I've been looking for a place in Montana. This is kind of the icing on the cake. I want it.
Just like that.
Yeah, let's talk terms.
All right.
Okay. Well, congratulations, guys. I'm going to leave you all to it. But, yeah, like I said, congratulations. Yeah.
This is amazing.
All right, there you guys go. That's going to conclude the tour of this amazing home today. And you just saw the Adept Home platform in action. Make sure you like this video, share it with anyone that you think would be interested in this. You know, real estate agents, people who are thinking about selling their home or maybe becoming a real estate agent, because the Adept Home platform is there to help them. Thanks for cruising with us, guys. Have a good one.